Hello. Mars transits on 23rd February 2026. This is to explain its influence on Leo ascendants based on Vedic astrology. And if you are having a Janam Kundli or a birth chart based on Vedic astrology, then this reading is for you. Mars transits on 23rd February from the 6th house to the 7th house, and when it arrives the 7th house, there is a 4-planet conjunction already there in the 7th house. These planets are North Node, Sun, Venus, and the Mercury. Now, when the Mars joins them, then it becomes the 5-planet conjunction, means a rare occurrence. So, also to mention that the North Node was there in the 7th house since 18th May 2025, and it will continue its journey there up to 5th December 2026. It takes such a long time for North Node to completely travel across a single house in a birth chart. So its influence is long term as it moves slowly. So the other houses, the other planets which influence long term are Jupiter, South Node, and also the Saturn. But the planets like Sun, Mercury, Venus, and also the Mars usually takes about 1 to 1.5 months to complete one house in a birth chart, and therefore they influence in short run as they move fast. Seventh house resembles your marriage. All matters related to your marriage, even if you are about to marry or expecting to be married, or even if you are married and having a married life. And also, even though if you are not married and still if you are living together for a long time, such relationships and partners also comes under this 7th house. So all those close long-term relationships, including your marriage also, and the spouse or the partner comes under this. So more happenings in these during the time these planets stay in the 7th house. They won't stay for a long time, together, but during the time they stay there will be more happenings, good or bad happenings. Most of the things depend on the exact positions and the other things which are based on your birth chart at the time of your birth. But the present influence also, let's find out whether it will be favorable for you or not. So when it comes to a 7th house, the Venus, Mars, and the North Node, they will help you to accelerate your marriage if you are not married and expecting to be married. So these planets will accelerate your marriage, or you will get more proposal during this period when these planets stay here in the 7th house. And Mercury and the Venus, they might try to make it positive, good relationships, good proposals or good marriage. They will try to do so. But the planets like Sun, Mars, and North Node, they don't help such things. Sometimes they might do negative influences on also for such issues, but anyway, they will altogether, the overall impact is to make it fast. That means accelerating your marriage, or you will get more proposals during the time they stay here, mainly Mars, Venus, and North Node together. And if you are already married, and or if you are having family life or married life, then also, even whether you are not married or having long-term close relationships, or such relationships also affect. mostly negatively, because Sun, North Node, Mars, and also the Mercury, they don't help such relationships. I mean, they will create obstacles for your married life or long-term relationships. Not only that, your spouse, also for your partners. Your spouse or your partner. These planets will influence negatively. In the 8th house, Saturn is there. Saturn also influences negatively for your 7th house. So these influences will be there for a certain time, because now the Venus is going to stay there up to 2nd March, and then the Venus will move to the 8th house on 2nd March, and then followed by Sun. It will move on 15th March, then the Mars on 2nd April, and finally Mercury on 11th April. And the Mercury's influence, even the positive influence also, even for the 7th house, I explained here early that if you are about to marry, then Mercury will help to have you a good partner or good marriage. But even that also will be changed during the the 26th February up to 3rd March, because Mercury is retrograding during that period. So it won't exert its usual positive influences on that issue during that period. So then once these planets arrive 8th house, then 8th house also, the planets like Mars and Sun especially, they will not help you to have good, they will create, or they will exert some negative influences on your marriage or the partner, because 8th house also somewhat related to 7th house. Even the Mercury also represents the 2nd house, means the married life or the family life. So once it moved to 8th house, that also affect negatively for the your married life or your family life. I mean, even though these periods are like short time periods, so be cautious on such issues during that period. So Jupiter's influence for your income and marriage is kind of positive and negative both, because Jupiter aspect the 7th house, so it will create both negative and positive influence on the 7th house. The issues, all the issues related to all the matters related to your marriage, and also the Jupiter also influence your income and your interaction with the society, both positive and negative influences. And the Saturn in the 8th house in the long run means you have to be cautious on your health and the problems you are getting from the enemies, and health issues, and also you have to be cautious about accidents and such negative situations during that period. This astrology reading is common for all Leo ascendants, but when you take your astrology reading based on your own birth chart, that will be more accurate and personalized than this, because it was created based on the actual positions of planets, their aspects with each other, their states at the time of your birth. So it's like a screenshot of the sky at the time of your birth, when your life story was shown in the sky at the time of your birth. So to get a more accurate and personalized birth chart reading, you have to submit your birth chart to a proficient astrologer and get your birth chart reading. And the astrologer also will recommend the remedies for the negative influences caused by the planets. Your birth chart reveals your destiny. Your destiny shows the strengths and weaknesses you brought with you to this life and the possible ways to happen the things ahead in your life. But remember, this is not a fixed destiny. You are not pre-programmed robots. You can change many of the good and bad things to come ahead in your life as written in your destiny. Astrology is there to provide valuable guidance for you as it has been doing for the past hundreds of years. So you can prepare early, plan well, and overcome your weaknesses as well as to implement those plans to overcome the troubles to come ahead in your life as shown in your destiny. And also could get the maximum of the positive things to come ahead in your life. That also as shown in your destiny and as guided by your birth chart. That way you can change many negative things to come ahead in your life and get the maximum use of the positive things to come ahead in your life with the help of astrology and succeed in your life. Good luck.